guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on today's video. It is all about cleaning, decluttering, getting my bedroom into a space where I don't feel overwhelmed. I feel lighter and a little cleaner and kind of like an oasis that I can come at the end of the night or wake up first thing in the morning and feel like, oh my god, I'm so happy to wake up into this room or go to sleep in this room and feel like it's organized and I know where everything is and I know that there's a spot for everything. So that's what we're doing today. I love watching these videos. They're super inspirational to me. They're motivating, and I will say I feel a lot better when my space is cleaner and more organized and put together and decluttered. I have a lot of stuff, like you can kind of see my closet back there. There's a lot of clothes in that closet. I made a list of everything that I want to touch today. Well, not just today, but in today's video. This is probably going to be spread throughout a few days. There's a lot that I want to get done and there's a lot I want to cover. So not only are you going to be cleaning with me and decluttering with me, I'm going to give you some helpful tips, things that I've learned in, I would say, especially the last 5 years of really being in this room, but also moving from this room, moving into 2 separate apartments, moving back to this house and into this room. And I think it's so important to learn and evolve with your spaces, but also your preferences. What I had 10 years ago is not what I have now, hopefully. And my cleaning habits, my decluttering habits are a lot different. I feel a lot heavier when I have more stuff. I don't like that feeling, so I do definitely want to get through a lot of decluttering in this video. I'm not going to, make you sit through every single piece that I am getting rid of. I will do kind of like an overview. Somebody that I get a lot of inspiration from, and her videos are amazing. I'm not a minimalist by any means, and I know she says this all the time, that minimalism is very different for everybody. So I would say I don't touch that category, but I would say I would like to have more minimalistic values, and again, just know everything has its own place and I know where things are. Natalie Bennett is huge inspiration to that. I've been watching her videos for well over 3 years, and so I made a list, and it's in no particular order. I tried to do like the decluttering stuff at the top, but then I was like, just freaking brain dump onto a piece of paper what you want to get done. So for this room, I want to go through and declutter my clothes, organize underneath my bed. I have underneath the bed storage. It's phenomenal, but I don't utilize it the right way. Organize and clean above my closet. You can't see it currently. It is a freaking disaster. I want to shampoo the bench that I'm sitting on because, gross enough, there is a wet towel outline. A lot of the time I come up here and I'm still in a wet towel, like a damp towel, and I will sit down here and like get ready, and there's just a nice outline of where my butt sits on the bench from a wet towel. So I want to get that cleaned. Change out these string lights. I currently have like a cool tone I got for my birthday, like an amber light, so I want to change those out. I have hanger organizer baskets. I have a over the bed nightlight that I want to put up. Cluttering and organizing my makeup. I want to remove my vision board. You can kind of see it back there. That was my 2022 vision board. I kept it up for 2023 as inspiration, but honestly I don't ever look at it. And in all actuality, I would love to be able to put something else there, whether it's a floating shelf or some kind of something, or a picture or something, or a basket, like one of my hanging baskets. And then I want to go through my jewelry, but that's a lot. I might add to that list. I might subtract from that list, but we'll see. I do have 2 garbage bags here, one for donation, one for garbage. And we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it. Some tips that I have for you while cleaning and organizing and decluttering, especially in your closet, is if you have not worn something in over a year, get rid of it. Number 2 is if you're unsure of an item, try it on. Chances are if you don't like it now, you're not going to like it in the next year or season. Only keep things that you wear or are specific pieces for specific events. So like I have a black dress in my closet that is actually a funeral dress. That's my funeral attire. when you are decluttering under specific areas. So like I am currently decluttering under my bed and under my storage. Pull as much as you can out. Know what you have and get an idea of what you want to do with it, along with clean out and wipe down surfaces. You're already there. You might as well, like I am, vacuum underneath the bed and kind of figure out what you want to do in that space and clean it out as best as you possibly can. If you're a little overwhelmed and you're not sure where to start with a decluttering process, write down a to-do list and pick 2 things to accomplish each day, or that day that you see the list that you have time. And remember, not everything has to be done in one day. So that list that I had was a lot of items. Because there were so many items on that list, I did most of them this day that you're seeing it, but a few others I ended up doing over a course of a few weeks, and it was just way more manageable this way. And I wasn't loving what organization I had here, but it was the best that I could do and come up with. And I actually had gotten more of those gray storage bins or bags, whatever you would like to call them. They're about $1.25 at Dollar Tree, and they work really well. I was able to organize everything under the bed, and for a really low cost. They're not the best quality, but I think that they will do in a pinch, and that is exactly what I ended up doing. So currently I am using those other storage containers that I showed you to organize those swimsuits that I have, bottoms in one, tops in the other. So the other gray storage bags that I had, I used for the rest of these clothes that I'm putting back in now. This was done after the fact, so I didn't get a clip of it. But under my bed now, I have everything in those gray storage bins, and it looks so much better. Another thing that I would suggest is get in the habit of making your bed every single day. I know this doesn't really have anything to do with this video, but because I'm making the bed currently, making the bed can make you more productive in the morning. If you accomplish one thing by just making your bed, then you're going to be already more motivated and you feel accomplished because you accomplished something that morning. And I love making the bed every single day. Moving things around and understanding what space you have is really important, and utilizing that space is really important. Rotate your drawers. So me here, I took a little bit longer. I had to actually cut some time out of this because I was struggling. I had pulled out a bunch of dresses, or a bunch of skirts and dresses, I should say, and I was realizing that I didn't have as much room in some areas, and I was pulling out shorts, and I just was kind of stuck with what I wanted to do. So I reconfigured my drawers, and this is not typically how I would have them, but this is what works for me. And so far I've been about 3 weeks into having this process, and I really like it. It works really well, and I know where everything is. I have this giant bag, very full bag of clothes that I'm donating. That is done. So I'm just showing you my very, very messy closet here. And then I decided to next day clean and declutter my makeup. So I'm just going through this really quick. I'm not really showing you anything. There are going to be a couple of times that I do show the camera a little bit. So like here, but I was just decluttering the things that I know I don't use anymore, and that's perfectly okay. And a lot of this stuff was also old. I also don't need to keep as many eyeshadow palettes and makeup that I do, but I collect. It's something I enjoy. I love makeup. I have forever, for over 10 years, and it was still something that I have a passion for. real quick before I end this video, I wanted to remind you to make sure that you are making your spaces yours and not based on aesthetic or what social media makes you believe that your space should look like. I am probably going to take things down and reconfigure, but that's okay because it's mine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was different for me to film and I enjoyed every second. I will talk to you in my next one. Have a wonderful life. Mwah.